I watched Takopi's Original Sin's opening track at 0.25x, more than 100 times, just to find out if there were any spoilers in that for the show. And guess what? I found a lot of spoilers, which thankfully, while I was watching the show, I didn't notice. Obviously, there would be a lot of spoilers in this video, so watch this after you've completed that anime. Because the spoilers I found in the opening track are some major ones. Don't believe me? Then how about this? Remember the shocking ending of episode 2? It was totally unexpected, right? But guess what? At 22 seconds of the opening track, we have this scene and these lyrics. Isn't it like straight out telling us that she's gonna die? And this directly refers to what happened at the end of episode 2. And this is nothing compared to all the other spoilers they smartly put into the opening track. For example, this time tunnel, which we usually see in Doraemon, but what does it indicate? Time traveling. And I don't think I have to remind how heavily they used the concept of time traveling in this anime. In fact, it ended with a time travel as well. Here's another one. In the starting of last episode, we have this scene. And at the start of the opening track, we have these lyrics. Aren't they just too much similar? I know the song is in Takopi's voice, but there are many instances where the lyrics spoke for the other characters as well. For example, these lines. And these hit me hardest while I was just rewatching this track again and again for making this video. This line is what the characters actually felt and wanted. They don't need magic or gadgets, they just want to have someone to talk to. And this directly reveals what's going to happen at the end of the story. They get someone to talk. Azuma makes new friends, and Marina and Shizuka become friends too, and our magical creature, Takopi, disappears. Which is a happy ending, but it makes me really sad. There's another spoiler which I noticed while watching the track many times, that they show that with the help of Takopi, Marina and Shizuka would become friends, but honestly, after episode 2, I lost the hope that it is even possible. But at the end, they do become friends, with which they can actually talk to. Moving on to the next one. Here's this scene in the opening track, where Marine and her mom are having dinner, but her father is not there, and when her father is there, they are not, which represents her broken family and issues with her dad. And believe it or not, I think if her dad was a little better person, the story might not have got this dark. Then there's Azuma's family. This scene in the opening track depicts his family situation perfectly. How his brother actually cares about him, and how he could only see pancakes and never got to eat that. And it's actually true that he never got to eat those pancakes, because somewhere in episode 4, I think, his brother tells him what the pancake didn't actually taste good. And Azuma didn't know that, which means his mom actually never gave him any pancake to eat. Moving on to the next one, it's less like a spoiler, but more like a clue. In episode 1, Takopi mentions that he couldn't remember why he can't go back to his planet. But what was the reason he couldn't go back? There are 2 possible reasons I can think of. One, because he had a fight with her mom. And second, that his spaceship crashed, and that's what they show in this scene of the opening track, where we can clearly shade that he was attacked by the humans and his spaceship crashed. Moving on to the final and saddest scene, that is this. If you notice the lyrics and the visuals, it directly tells us what's going to happen with Takopi. In a flash, he'll disappear and turn into nothingness. And that's what happens. And I know many people would have cried here, but no one ever noticed that it was already in the opening track of each episode. That scene was really heartbreaking. Well, if you think I have missed something, let me know in the comments. If you want to watch the full review of Takopi's Original Sin, watch this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Thanks.
Bye-bye.